Welcome to a process that takes a little bit of time. I'm going to show you how to turn a box into a digital model. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into my phone's files. No, that's the wrong thing. DCIM, my camera. Basically what you want to do is just take a picture of every side of the box. CG Matter recommends that you take a picture. You only need 2 pictures, but I don't like doing that, as that can complicate things. I don't know what those pictures are. This is a bunch of pictures that I need to put onto files. I'm just gonna throw these into my downloads. Now, we should have a shit ton of images. So pretty much, let's do the Sonic Schoolhouse box. These are the ones I'm gonna do. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our image editing program. I use Paint.net. And we're going to put all the sides into one picture. Alright, yeah, so we're going to do the Sonic Schoolhouse box. Alright, we don't even have Blender open yet. We're still on the image editing section. So, just to be safe, I like to do 5,000 by 5,000. Just so we're safe and we have all the pictures on there. And now you're going to crop every image and have only the box. Some of these are a little bit blurry, but I'm using a phone, so it's not entirely my fault. Right. Maybe I shouldn't have used this black background. But yeah. Also, please ignore the fact that I own 2 copies of Sonic Schoolhouse. And one of them's worth more than the other. This was 60, this was 40. Just ignore that. Alright, this... God damn it. I knew this was going to happen. I'm going to cheat a little bit. We're just going to shrink these 2. You know, you should not do that, because that could give it extra details that it does not need. Basically, if you can blow them up, like make them bigger, don't do that. You can shrink them, just don't make them bigger, because that will make it more blurrier. Well, shrinking them, make it like slightly crispier. But for what we're doing, it's good enough. Because like it doesn't really get rid of many details, because these pictures are already blurry. If it's a shiny object, try to not get a shine in there, because it will fuck it up. But I already messed up and I'm not retaking these pictures. But yeah. And anyway, it's good enough. Alright. Now, when you have your little texture thing that you made, save it. As we're ready to go on to the next step. Yeah, you can name it whatever, it doesn't matter. Now, our next... Oh my god, 28 megabytes. Our next thing that we have to do is using a really old program called Shoebox. Now, if you want to know how to install Shoebox, CG Matter has a tutorial, and it might not work. And so there's another tutorial if you get an error. I might make a video on how to install it, but yeah. Anyway, now we open up Shoebox. If you want to find Shoebox, you can just Google Shoebox Adobe Air, and you should find it. Yeah. So now we throw into the texture ripper, and hope to God it works this time, and we don't have to do it twice. That's not what I meant by do it twice. I mean actually make the image twice. Anyway, now basically you want to select the corners. This is better than the original way, where you go into Blender itself and do a very slow process that doesn't work half the time. This automatically does that process of making the texture. I can show you. Boom. As you see, what it's doing is just reorienting. It's moving it, turning it to face you. Yeah. And it's not warped or anything, which is the best part, so you don't have to worry about having like 500 polygons, limited to dissolve, polygons, limited to dissolve, polygons, limited to dissolve, you know? You don't have to worry about that. Now, there is one issue, since this is an old program that's not getting updated anymore, you do have to wait for this to finish. Every single time. So with this one, this is going to be a nightmare. I can already tell you, this is going to be a nightmare. Because of how long this is. Okay. But yeah. Like, if you start another one, let's just do this real quick, it will pause it. Yeah. So, basically, you have to wait for it to finish. Oh, yeah, that's it. Also, if you have an extra one, this is where I give up because I don't know how to remove extra ones. So we're just going to have a tiny little white cube in the corner. And we got the back. There's also another tutorial I'm planning on making. I'm planning on recreating my how to spawn an Ender Dragon with a spawn egg video that was on my re-uploads account. It's a real video, by the way. It's actually not fake. It's 100% real. You can try it yourself. You do have to make an entire separate like installation on Minecraft. I don't think Betacraft will work. I think you actually have to use Minecraft itself. So if you have Betacraft, it might not work. By the way, you can move these if you need to. So like say like, oh, it's too big. Let me just move it here. You know, you do that. Anyway, once you have your texture, pray to God this actually saves. Press save. Keep this. If you accidentally delete the .png at the end, it will not save because it automatically selects all files. Alright. Now, hope to God it actually saved. Thank God. Okay. My God, Kanye West has listened to me. And he's on my side today. Anyway. Now, our next step is to finally open up Blender. You can close out of this program, but on my computer specifically, it does something funny when I close it. The program crashes when I try to close it. I don't know why. This is a really common occurrence. When Windows 10 first came out and you played Roblox on it, if you were to close out of it, it would crash. I think Roblox has fixed that. Yeah, I don't know why, but whenever you close something and it crashes, it's just funny to me. Anyway, now, finally we're at the Blender step where we go to Blender. Alright, now when you're here, delete these two because Unity does not like it when you try to remove these. So you have your default cube in the center, right? And I think that's what it was at. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. Now, you don't have to size it yet. Just size it when you need to. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to go to UV editing. And what we're going to do is we are going to import our texture. So go to open and open the texture. Now, I forgot a crucial step. Lowering the aspect ratio of the picture. So we're going to delete the original picture because we don't need it. Let's go to properties. Yeah, because right now it's a 22 megabyte file. And it's too high quality for us. You can keep it like that. I just don't know why you would. So we're going to go to paint.net. And we're going to shrink it down to at least like 2000 by 2000. We're going to half it. So we're going to half it by 2000. So now that it's lower quality, and it is also pixelated because I did the wrong fucking thing. God damn it. 2000. There. It looks better now. Anyway. Yep. So, now we can save this and reopen it through Blender. Ugh, so funny. Anyway. So, now we have all the sides to do. So, what you want to do before we start is go over to the shading workspace. If it will load. We're going to add texture image. We're going to put the color into the base color. We're going to open and open up our texture. It will look messed up, but we'll fix that in a second. Yeah. Now, usually what I would do was I would delete this, but I started realizing it'll actually look better if this was on here. Yeah. So don't delete this because you don't have a reason to delete it. Anyway. Ooh, invisible. Anyway. So what we want to do is move this over slightly and enable this so you can see the texture on it. As our next step is applying the texture. So let's go over here so it actually looks correct. So this is the top of the box, and this is the top. So sometimes you have to rotate it. Actually, most of the time you have to rotate it. The other way. There we go. And now you just, this is the easy step. You basically just move it on to the actual image itself. There we go. This should be the front. See, this is the annoying thing about it. Yeah, it's annoying. They have to keep rotating it. While I'm doing this, I know about the most expensive copy of Sonic the Hedgehog. And you're probably saying, oh, it's Sonic Jam, you know, because Sonic Jam is rare. No, the most expensive copy of Sonic, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, is probably the Tesla version, as the Tesla can play Sonic the Hedgehog. That's probably the most expensive version of the original Sonic the Hedgehog. And I find that so funny. You would think it's Sonic Jam, but Sonic Jam's just a few $100. Just, well, the original Sonic the Hedgehog works on the Tesla, and the Tesla's a few thousand. I just realized this is also upside down, but I can fix that real quick. By the way, I've been planning on buying like an electric scooter. I don't know why. I think it'd just be funny. so we have every side. And we got to get the bottom. That should be the last part. Okay, so the logo on the bottom. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to go look because I didn't know which side the logo was oriented on. Now, we have the box, and it's fully texture. So, now what we do is we now scale it to the correct aspect. This is too skinny, I think. Let's look at the CD-ROM. Actually, that might actually be correct. Looking at the logo, yeah, it was too skinny. I was correct. So looking at it, yeah, this was pretty close enough. Yep, there we go. Now what you have here is a really good 3D model of a box. And looking at the, yep, looks good. Looks close enough. Yep, it's close enough. Anyway, yep. Now what we want to do is we want to save or export. Toothpaste. I don't remember doing toothpaste. And then we go over to the UV editing, and why not just now we just save the images as well. Here we go. Now, after we did all that, no, that's the toothpaste one. Oops. What you have now is a 3D model of the Sonic Schoolhouse box. So it never loaded, but yeah, that's how you make a box.